Hello and welcome back to Football Manager 2019 with USL Dunkerque. We are back a little bit earlier than I initially planned because, much like a couple of seasons ago, we've managed to get ourselves to a Coupe de la Ligue semi-final, and this time I've realised we're actually in a semi-final. So, today we're going to have a little special episode against Nimes and also Marseille. The transfer window is still open, but I'm not going to end it on camera. I can't imagine we're going to do a lot of business anyway. Speaking of the transfer window, let's talk about the business that we have done so far. Just two players have left the club, both on loan deals. File has gone back to Brazil for 5 months and then we'll probably never see him ever again. And Alain Kamga has gone to his native Cameroon to play for Coton Sport. He needs football, basically. They were the only team that came in from... I would have preferred him staying in France, but he's not going to stay in France. He's gone back to Cameroon. He's still going to get a lot of football there, and I think they're in the African Champions League kind of level team, so they're a good team. And to join the club then, we have signed 5 Africans on free transfers, all because their contracts were expiring, and they're actually very good young African players. So, first up, Algerian central defender Mohamed Amin Yahi has signed from... Who has he signed from? Belouizdad, maybe. He's not played a game for us at the moment, because the African Cup of Nations is currently going on, and he's there with Algeria. But he looks amazing. 2.5-star current ability, 5-star potential. Some of these mental stats, teamwork of 19... he's good. He is really good. If we lose Bejoui at the end of the season, because if I'm not perfectly honest, he's kicked up a bit of a fuss, wants to leave the club. He's not going anywhere in this transfer window, but if we lose him, I think Yahi could be a pretty decent replacement for him. Another Algerian to join the club is 19-year-old Algerian goalkeeper Salim Bekakachi. Don't know. Salim, he's joined. We didn't need another goalkeeper, but he looked pretty good. Free transfer. 2.5-star current ability, 4.5-star potential. I'm trying to loan him out, but I don't think anyone's going to want him. We do still have Matupa and Gerrit still here, so he is our third choice goalkeeper, and he's bloody good. The reason why Alain Kamga has gone out on loan is because we've signed Aboubacar Niare, the Malian right back and left back. He can actually play on both flanks. He's probably more of a right back if I'm perfectly honest. Has joined on a free transfer because they've all joined on free transfers. Physically, spectacular. Mentally, he's pretty good as well. Technically, also pretty good. 2.5-star current ability, 4-star potential. I like Niare. Francis Katiba is a Zambian left midfielder signing on a free transfer from OYDC. I don't know who they are, but I just found him. And oh my word, technically he's got some wonderful stats there. Mentally as well, great stats. 17 teamwork, 15 determination. He's really good. This throws me off because I'm one of those football manager players. I use the shape. If he's got a really big shape, he's normally good at football. He doesn't have a particularly big shape. He's basically blind, apparently. Physically, pretty awful as well. Defensively, terrible. Technically, pretty damn good. So I'm hoping Francis Katiba can get some football behind him. He's already played once so far for us this season. And actually fulfill that 4.5-star potential. He's already 3-star current ability. He's got 16 crossing. And the cherry on what I think is so far been quite a good little transfer window, we spent no money, is Francois Achille, a Cameroonian attacking midfielder, striker and right midfielder. I don't know why I led with attacking midfielder. He's naturally a striker, signing on a free transfer from APEJES, whoever they are. Once again, I was drawn to this guy actually, more because of his physical stats. They're bloody stupid. Most of them are above 15. In fact, all of them, bar 2, are above 15. And strength is pretty high. Jump and reach is only 10. But mentally, also pretty good. Technically, also pretty good. Downside, as a striker, can't finish, which is always a worry. He does reek a little bit of Levan Gvimradze. So that is our transfer window so far. The window is still open for another few days. I think it's open for about 4 or 5 days, something like that. I've got no bids going on at the moment. I've been sniffing around the free transfer market, and by sniffing around, I mean looking for players whose contracts are up at the end of the season, and I might have already agreed to sign a couple. One of them is a no-nonsense centre-back called David Madsen. One of them is an advanced playmaker called Kevin Turner from Manchester United. He is very good. I'm not going to show him off now. And Dick Gang, who I thought was joining in January, isn't. He's actually joining in August next year. This year. He's joining in August. He's not here yet. Along with the transfers, we've also obviously played a few matches, and we are undefeated this calendar year. 4 games, first up against Créatel in the Coupe de France 9th round. It was a 3-0 victory, played a slightly rotated side, probably slightly too strong, but we end up going through. We've set up a 10th round tie against Bordeaux in February. Against Lens, we win this one on penalties. Abdelkader Bejoui scoring the only goal for us. And Daniel Gerrits, that's what it was. Daniel Gerrits was the hero of this, saving the final 2 penalties from Lens. We actually missed the first one as well, thanks to Marco Vergara. Against Nimes in the league, it was a 1-1 draw. Seems like a fair result. And then Le Havre, a 3-1 victory, a team who are down the wrong end of the table, so we should be winning this one. And you can see there, Francois Chile also getting on the score sheet. And as I hit continue, we've done some transfer business. Luis Carlos, the Brazilian right midfielder, who played once for us, has left. He's gone to Vitória for £325,000, potentially rising to £425,000. Not a bad bit of business considering we paid £0 for him. Match number 1 then. Can we set up our second ever Coupe de la Ligue final? It's probably going to be against PSG because they're playing against Rennes. They almost went out to Nantes in the quarterfinals. They beat them on penalties, so it could have been so different. This Final Four could have been so much different. We've got Nimes, I think probably the easier of the 3 teams left over. We're probably going to be playing PSG in the final. That's if we get past Nimes. We should get past Nimes. The starting lineup then. In goal is going to be Daniel Gerrits. I've basically promised him first team football. Luckily, there's a load of cup games, so he's getting first team football in them anyway. João Ferreira, Vanderlei, Bejoui and Zakharov will be the back 4. Hassan Kamara and Blanco will be the 2 central midfielders, with Sofiane Khalid on that right-hand side, Yassine Mahiou on that left-hand side, Ian Kelly currently out injured. Asai Antwi is going to be just behind the striker of Francois Chile. I've decided to go for Chile over Marco Vergara, because if I just put Vergara in here, you'll notice we have an orange line. It says they played fairly poorly together, so we're not going to risk it. We're going to go over Chile. You can see there, Mr. Dragan Pokravac is back from his injury. He's probably not going to play much. He might come on in the last 10 minutes or so just to try and get his match fitness up. Oh, well, this is a turn up for the books. Nimes' number 1 striker, a certain Levan Gvimradze. He is still our player, by the way, just in case you forgot. He's still our player. He scored 3 goals in the league. He scored 3 in the Coupe de la Ligue in just 2 matches. One of them was a penalty by the looks of it. But still, Levan Gvimradze is playing against his parent club. That's not good. That's really not good. He's going to score and I'm going to get really annoyed at him. Also, they have Michael Douglas. I was desperately trying to sign him because he was out of contract. Now I think he's signed an extension. He has, so yeah, we can't get him anymore. A second Coupe de la Ligue final in 3 years would be quite nice because I just want to win a trophy. I think qualifying for Europe, which at the moment in the league is looking like it's a probability. We are odds-on favourites, I'd say, at the moment to get European football. If we suddenly fall away, winning a trophy and getting Europe that way would be a quite nice way to get it. Mahiou with a corner for us. After 14 minutes, it's cleared. Vanderlei back to Mahiou once again. Crosses in. It's cleared again. Sofiane Khalid can't get the ball. Nimes can try and break, but can't manage it. Vanderlei with the ball to Ferreira. He's going to play it all the way back, isn't he? Vanderlei and Ferreira passing it between the pair of them. Is this the actual highlight, or was it the little flurry of activity in the penalty spot? Blanco across to Zakharov, tries to pass it through, can't manage it. Nimes can now break. Blanco steals the ball away. Kamara to Zakharov on that left-hand side, tries to cross it, takes the deflection. Blanco runs, goes for goal, hits it over the bar. Not the best chance there, was it? Throw on for Nimes. Nave heads forward. He's hit the bar. He's actually hit the bar from that. The goalkeeper decided to dive for it. Bejoui with the ball now. Kamara, are we going to break from that weird highlight? Zico with a great tackle. Ferreira picks up the ball for us. He's going to go forward to Sofiane Khalid, the Algerian. He's cut inside. He's going to keep going. Khalid goes for goal from outside the area, but hits it wide of the post. So far, we've had 1 shot on target. Kamara with the ball to Asai Antwi. Blanco. Where are you going to go? Forward to Yassine Mahiou. Takes a few touches. He's managed to smash the bar. The ball is going to come back though. Kamara, who picked up a yellow card early on by the looks of it, and he's possibly going to get himself sent off. Levan Gvimradze now for Nimes on that left-hand side. Gets tackled by Bejoui. It's going to be a throw-on. Final 5 minutes of the first half, and we have been the better side by a country mile, and we've got nothing to show for it. A Chile on a 6.4. We've not even said his name once, have we? Yunus Kabul, we should challenge the team to prove a point. No. Aggressively? I'm not happy. I mean, that's the obvious answer. Obviously, we didn't do any subs there. We're just sticking with the same 11 for now, although Chile most likely going to be coming off at some point. And that point looks like it's going to be very, very soon. We are 62 minutes on the clock. Chile off for Marco Vergara. Hopefully you two can suddenly become best friends and work out how to play football together. Sofiane Khalid as well is going to come off. We have no right midfielders. We're going to do Ali, and then we're going to swap you two over. I don't know whether you can play on that right... I mean, you can slightly play on that right-hand side, so I'm hoping maybe as a right midfielder you'll be fine there. Ali hasn't played a lot of football recently. Hopefully he can use this little opportunity, this little cameo, score a goal and prove me wrong. Michael Douglas with a throw on for Nimes to Goyot, smashes the ball upfield. Bejouy's not going to go for it. Instead, Daniel Gerrits collects the ball, the Belgian goalkeeper, who at one point was touted as the next Thibaut Courtois. No longer that, though. Blanco, number 41 on loan from Atletico Madrid, runs forward with a ball across to Asai Antwi. Blanco once again. Hassan Kamara, he's had a little bit of interest in him over this January transfer window, which is a bit of a worry. Ferreira and Vanderlei passing it between the pair of them. Forward to Blanco, Kamara, Marco Vergara. He's somehow managed to keep the ball. He's found a bit of space. He's gone for goal. Why did you go for goal? I know you're a striker and all, but that was optimistic. Could it be the second match in a row that's going to go to penalties in the Coupe de la Ligue? It looks like it probably will, which if that's the case, because there's no extra time as far as I'm aware, if that's the case, we need to do some subs to bring on our best penalty takers. So Ismail Silla is our best penalty taker on the bench, and he's at 7. So is Kamara any worse than 7? He's an 8. I mean, he's also not very good. Blanco's coming off. Right, Blanco for Silla. That is our final substitution. I would have liked to bring on Pokravac, but I think we probably want to try and get to this final first. We've still got a bit of injury time. Nothing's happened. This second half's been fairly boring. Michael Douglas with a late free kick. They've scored. They've actually scored. What? How? This game loves to do this to me. There were 4 of their players, 3 of ours. Ali, who is 6'17" tall, has just been out-jumped. Why did Ali not go for it? Is this please be a return highlight? I don't think it's going to be, is it? The full-time whistle goes, and we've just been knocked out in the Coupe de la Ligue semi-final, thanks to a 95th minute winner. I am not happy with that at all. Yunus Kabul, I think we should let them know we appreciate their efforts. No, Yunus. You lost 1-0 in the 95th minute. You are actually joking. Rennes beat PSG. If we got past Nimes, we would have played Rennes in the final. Dunkerque versus Rennes in the Coupe de la Ligue final. We could have won that. Instead, it's going to be Nimes versus Rennes. That's frustrated me more than you can ever know. Match number 2 then of the episode is going to be up against Marseille back in Ligue 1. It is 3rd versus 4th. Which means this is a 6-pointer, isn't it? If we win here, we'll go on to 44 points. Marseille obviously staying on 46. If we lose, that is going to put a huge gap between us and 3rd place, and possibly Toulouse and Lyon can leapfrog over us. Obviously, you can see the league table there. We are down in 4th place. I say down, up. We're up in 4th place because of the results earlier on in the January transfer window. So far, this season has been ridiculous. Conceding that 95th minute goal against Nimes has probably ruined it for me. So this now has to be the only way we can get into Europe. And at the start of the season, I was thinking, maybe we can get into Europe. No, I want Champions League now. I've decided I want to finish in the top 4. And I think we can do it. The starting lineup we're going to go for then in goal is going to remain as Daniel Gerrits. Niare is going to make his debut at right back today. Basically, I want to give Ferreira a rest. He's a little bit tired. So we're going to give Niare a start. Vanderlei and Bejoui as the 2 central defenders, with Konstantin Zakharov as that left back. The midfield pair today, Hassan Kamara and Ismail Silla. Blanco's dropped to the bench because he's tired. Kamara's also tired, but we don't have enough defence midfielders to replace him. Sofiane Khalid will stay as that right midfielder because of Ian Kelly's ongoing injury problems. Yassine Mahiou on that left-hand side as well. He's also pretty tired. Jean-Pierre Lecomte has returned to the starting 11 as well, with Marco Vergara also returning to the starting 11. I have also set Dragan Pokravac. He's going to play for the reserves. He's going to play 45 minutes for the reserves. He's probably going to miss a couple more games before he returns to first team football, but after being out for 4 to 5 months, I think that's probably worthwhile. Marseille, I think, are a team that we always seem to play on camera, isn't it? Because I always remember Robertone and Højbjerg playing for them, and also Diab. We could do with getting a victory here. I can't see it happening, but we really need to get that victory. If we want Champions League football, and by want, I mean we need to get the victory, because otherwise we're going to be so far behind third place, and the two teams below us probably will leapfrog us, and we'll drop down to sixth place. Marco Vergara's already taken a knock. First highlight of the game, Lecomte gets Jacarov's throw across to Kamara, takes a few touches and goes for goal, and hits it just wide of the post. Could have been 1-0 early on to us. Vergara isn't injured, he was just complaining about nothing. The first half is flying by with very little action. So far, Marseille have yet to register a shot. We've had two, only one of them was a highlight, and it looks like it's going to be 0-0 at half-time. Highlight just before the end of the half. This is interesting, especially as we do have the ball. Niare to Kamara, finds Lecomte, spins and finds Niare once again. First time cross from the Malian. Yassine Mahiou controls it and goes for goal, but it is over the bar. Why did he try and chip it over the goalie? He could have just placed that in the back of the net. It is going to be 0-0 at half-time. A fairly dull match so far. I'm just going to get Younes Kaboul to do the team talk. We need something to change here. Vergara and Lecomte and Mahiou and Khalid also all not playing particularly well. Do we change Vergara? Because that injury, maybe that's affecting him. We're going to do Marcelo Acuna, I think. Marcelo Acuna's grown a moustache. He's actually... Hold on. No. He's not, has he? He's actually grown a moustache. He used to have a soul patch. He's now got a moustache and a bald head. 5 or so minutes into the first half, and we've stolen the ball away, and then we've lost it through a misplaced pass. Rodriguez to Vignato. Across to the right back. Vignato once again crosses in. Daniel Gerrits rushes out to claim the ball. So the highlight is going to start from the Belgian goalkeeper. Kamara back to Gerrits. What are you flipping do? Get off the pitch. Get off the pitch. I'm not having that. That's just absolute horse crap. Get off the pitch. I know that's just complete over-the-top reaction there, but that was 100% your fault. I think I've subbed him so quickly that his match rating isn't going to get affected. Silla with the ball for us. Khalid, Acuna is there, it's straight at the goalkeeper. Could have had a very quick response there. This episode, so far, we've been screwed over now by a 95th minute goal and the AI just deciding to pass the ball to them. It's going to be 2, it isn't 2. Calvin Matupa knows how to save the ball. It is going to be a corner for Marseille. Robertone steps up to take it. It's deep. It's cleared by Kamara. They are going to get the ball back. No, they are not. I'm going to shout at them. I'm going to demand more. We're doing okay. In terms of stats, we're doing okay. Mahiou doing awful. Lecomte doing awful. And that goal... he's on a 6.9 apparently, Gerrits. Into the final 10 minutes then. It doesn't look like we're going to get anything from this game. We're going to do our final sub. I probably should have did it earlier. Yoon Kyung-soo, sure, you are the referee, the assistant manager's planned substitution there for the left winger. It's going to end 1-0 or maybe 2-0 to Marseille, and it's all down to dodgy AI. Don't be doing this. If Matupa does this, we're going to be playing the Algerian goalkeeper in the next match. Bejoui with the ball. We've got 30 seconds, so there's still a bit of time. Forward finds Sofiane Khalid. He's going to have to play it through. Acuna can't get it, and now Marseille possibly can get the ball forward. Lecomte to Kamara. Why is Lecomte run in front of him? Jakarov on that left-hand side. We've got 10 seconds. We're not going to get anything from this, and we've been screwed over twice now by the computer in 2 matches. In 2 matches, we've been screwed over twice. Yassine Mahiou completed 12 passes. I don't know whether that's good or not, but he's annoyed me because he's only got a 6.4. Younes Kaboul, we should let them know we appreciate their efforts. I'm going to say yes to that, and then I'm going to shout at the... I can't shout at them. Everyone's listened. Fine, Younes, you get your way this time. Luckily for us, Lyon drew their match 0-0 with Sochaux, so they did not leapfrog us. They actually went joint on points. Toulouse, what did they do? They also drew 0-0 with Nantes, so they go ahead of us just 1 point. But now it is a battle of the top 3, PSG, Monaco and Marseille, and there is a battle of 4th, 5th and 6th with Toulouse, Dunkerque and Lyon. And Saint-Etienne are there sniffing about as well, picking up a point against Monaco. That's a very good point against Monaco. I want Champions League. If we can't get Champions League, I'll settle for Europa League. If we finish 7th, I am going to be so angry, and I'm going to point to this episode in particular as the reason why we didn't get European football. That is our first defeat as well in 5 matches. Our first defeat in the league anyway in 5 matches. This episode's just... It's upset me, okay? It's really upset me. Right, next episode, we might go to around here, Lens and Lorient. Normally, I would have obviously done the Sochaux Monaco, shall we say. Maybe still do Sochaux Monaco. You know what? Yes, we're going to do that. We're not going to do the Bordeaux game. There is the end of the transfer window that I need to kind of go through myself. I'm going to do that off camera. Start the Sochaux game. I'm going to have a very quick rundown of all the transfers as well. Just going to fly through everything. So just in case anyone misses this episode, they'll see it all there. And then we're going to have Sochaux and Monaco 8th and 2nd. It's going to be 2 more defeats, isn't it? Thank you very much for watching this episode of Football Manager 2019 with Dunkerque. If you did enjoy, if you wouldn't mind leaving a like. If you want to see more, hit the subscribe button, and I'll be back next time for Sochaux and Monaco. 95th minute winner. I'm so angry.